I'm Brett Copes. This was our introduction to bullwhip technique class, or intro bullwhip 1. First thing I wanted to get across was to focus more on getting the whip to where you want it to go, as opposed to just having it make a big sound. So a lot of the stuff that we're going to do is going to focus on putting the whip where we want it. First thing we did, we practiced with the arm. We raised it high above our head. That's going to be the first place the bullwhip goes. Then we bend to the elbow, bend to the wrist, point with the hand, right? So we're scooping a big bunch of energy. We want to keep all the energy we fill the bullwhip with in the first half of our throw. Fill it with energy, bend to the elbow, push forward. When you use the bullwhip, it looks like this. You lift the bullwhip so hard that it goes in a straight line above your head. Bend the elbow, squeezing forward so it's out at shoulder level. So it looks like this. Curling gently. Doesn't matter if it makes a crack or not. This is what we're going for. One more time, pushing outward. I'm going to lean back on my back foot, use my entire body, not just my arm, but squeeze forward all the way from the back foot, leaning onto the front foot, getting as much energy as I possibly can out at that shoulder level. Circus crack. I'll do it one time facing the camera. Same thing, lots of energy in the first half, squeezing out in the second half. What I want to prevent from happening is getting too lazy as I practice. And I get a lazy prep, and then I try to add the energy in the end. This is one of the things we're trying to steer away from. Looks like this. Lazy, pulling to get the crack. Instead, you want to fill the energy in the first half, squeeze it out the second half. That's going to put the bullwhip where you want it to go. Next thing we worked on was a wrap. I'm going to take the middle of the bullwhip, hit it across my body. As it wraps around me, I'm going to unwrap. Looks a little bit like this. Throwing the bullwhip hits me in the middle of the body, unwrapping out. Okay, just one more time, we just wrap, we'll leave it there, unwrap, out. One more time, we'll add a crack into it, looks like this. We did the wrap, out of it, into your circus crack. One more time the other direction, wraps around the body, unwrap, circus crack. Last thing we did is we wanted to make sure we look cool at the end of our routine. So we did this diagonal crack up high in the air. As the whip falls around us, we bring the handle to our chest, and we end up in our finished pose. That's our last wrap. There we go. That's what we covered. Everything else, I'm sure you remember. We'll see what you come up with next year when I come back.